One of the things that has really never steered me wrong is trusting my intuition. We all have this inclination to act a certain way, to move our lives in a certain direction, to say something to somebody, to take action. And what happens, that natural inclination gets short-circuited because the mind, analytical mind, kicks in and we start overthinking the issue. Now, sometimes you need a combination of both. You have a big decision and you need to combine your intuition with your rational thought. But sometimes, man, you just got to act. And I'll give you 3 examples. The first example, as I was in my car, I saw a woman with, I think she had 3 or 4 children, getting out of one of those big Chevy, I think it was a Chevy Tahoe cars, and her daughter, maybe 6 or 7 years old, was carrying the infant, this baby, with 2 hands while she was trying to get out of the car, or this big truck. And she was struggling, and she was holding the infant, so the infant's head was facing towards the concrete. And I'm watching this in disbelief, and I think, should I say something? Should I? And I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I said, well, it's not my business. I'm sure the mom knows that, and it's her children, and she's responsible for her children, and I should just keep out of it. Well, then I said, okay, I thought about it for a little while, and then I said, no, I need to say something. And as I pulled around to go towards the front of the store, she had just went in. So if I thought about it maybe 15 seconds less, I would have been able to speak to her. So then I'm driving home, and this is on my mind. What if something happens to this baby, and this baby is dropped, and because I didn't say something? So then I turn around, drive all the way back, and go back in park my car, go back into the store, search the whole Target, looking for her. Target, for those that are watching in a different country, it's like a Walmart, big store. They sell all clothes and makeup and jewelry and all kinds of things, food. And I turn and so I go in the store and I'm searching for this woman, and I'm not even concerned about what I'm going to say. I'm just going to go up and approach her, and the right words will come out. So I just went up, and I wasn't even nervous. I just went up and didn't care that maybe I'm overstepping my bounds, and I trusted my intuition. My intuition said, you need to say something. I went and I told her, I said, this looked like a dangerous situation, and I just wanted to let you know. And she said, okay, thank you. She didn't brush me off, and she wasn't overly appreciative. She was, I'd say, a little bit more neutral or indifferent to my suggestion. Who knows if it'll make a difference, but that's not the point. The point is, we have those moments in our lives, and sometimes those moments will vanish and never to reappear again. And it's important that we trust where our heart or where our intuitive self is leading us, and not self-doubt. Too often we self-doubt and we end up crippling ourselves. We don't live the lives an empowering life. We live a life out of fear. What are they going to say? What if I fail? What's going to happen? And so many situations when I did my bicycle trip across country, my solo bicycle trip across country to travel, I wanted to see the United States. So many people were telling me negative things, that it's dangerous, I'm going to die, and how am I going to survive? How am I going to get food? How somebody's going to kidnap me? Someone's going to hit me? All these different things. Even when I traveled, people couldn't believe what I was doing, and they were saying I was crazy. And it's easy to succumb to that. It's easy to say, oh, okay, maybe they are right. But thankfully, I stayed true to my intuition, and I continued on that journey, and it was one of the best life experiences I've ever had. And I'm really thankful and appreciative of that intuitive, just following my intuition, letting that be my compass. Another story is about one of my friends. He was in New York, and he was on the subway, and he saw a homeless man was on the subway with him, and it was very, very cold out, and the homeless man, he was not wearing any jacket just was in a t-shirt. And my friend, as he was on the subway, kept on thinking, you know, I should give him my jacket. But he thought about it, he analyzed it, and the man ended up, at the next stop, the man ended up getting off, and it was too late. And my friend recounted this story and says he really regrets not giving this homeless man his jacket on a very cold day. And the third story is one of my other friends. She was on a train. This was in the UK. She was British, and she said she was on the metro, and there was this guy that I think she was sitting by him or she was sitting near him, and she just felt this pull towards him, like she really needed to talk to him, like maybe he's the one. She just felt a strong connection towards him. Why, I don't know, but that's not important. And she thought about it. Should I say something? Should I talk to him? No, what he'll think I'm nuts and I'm crazy and it's embarrassing. And again, the same thing happened. He got off the train. She never saw him again. And she was telling me that story, I think it was a year or two later, about this guy that she regrets never going up and taking the risk and saying something to. And these life lessons are so valuable because we are taught, or we are conditioned to second guess ourselves and think things over. And sometimes that's necessary, but sometimes you don't have that luxury. Instead of acting and just being confident and trusting yourself, who you are, and where your intuition leads you. And intuition is like a muscle. It comes with experience. It comes with wisdom. There's a book, I don't remember the name of the book. I think it's called The Outliers. I can't remember the name, by Malcolm Gladwell, I believe the author's name. And he's talking about this type of issue. If anybody remembers the name of that book, please write it down in the comments. But one of the interesting things, he interviewed people that worked for museums, and there was a lot of fake statues and fake art and circulating, and some even sophisticated tests really struggled to detect what is real and what is not real. And he was talking about people that had worked in their profession for a while, intuitively knew on a deep level that this was a fake, that this statue, this painting, or whatever it was a fake. And if you asked them to explain it to you consciously, they couldn't. They couldn't tell you why this was a fake, but they just felt somewhere deep within them there was a red flag or an alarm signal or an intuitive answer or impulse that said this is not real. And they were right. More often than not, they were right. And when they tested it and they found that these things were fake. And he has different examples like that. And that is just, it disengages a lot of the worry, stress, and fear that we have in life when we just release and let go and trust ourselves. Love to hear your guys' stories in the comments or response videos. And again, thanks for all your emails and comments and wishing me well and encouraging me to come back. I really appreciate the encouragement, and making videos is just one of those things. It's when I feel like a video needs to be made, it just kind of comes. It says, okay, you got to make this video. Other times I don't want to make videos just for the sake of making videos. So I appreciate all your patience and support over the years. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.